Hello everyone, this is Blackbird Senpai speaking, and you know, when I get in the chair and I'm at this angle specific, I probably went to an event, and this event was pretty cool. Also, sorry about the voice, I may still be a little raspy. I just went through strep, and I got just healthy enough to try to make the event, which I'm so glad I did. I really want to stress that this is probably the best idea I've had in a pretty long time, and the reason that is because I got to go to the 2022 Roundtable Tour event at the Purple Hippo here in Houston, and the event had headlined artists known as Infekt and Samplifire, two I guess pretty well-known artists. I didn't know about them. I've been kind of out of the scene as far as getting new artists. I've had my favorites, you know, kind of like old heading it, if that makes sense, you know, going back to the classics as they say. But this has really opened me up to really reestablishing not only my love for EDM, which I think has been going on anyway, but to really search out these new artists that are apparently taking the scene by storm. But they weren't the only ones there. We also had artists by the name of Finna, Anubis, Dizzy 3, and Slabs. Now, you'll remember Slabs, and we'll talk more about him a little bit later. But yeah, these guys rocked down the house. The Purple Hippo was a beautiful venue that I can't wait to actually show you later on in the video. And apparently this goes on pretty often here at this venue. I've heard about it through word of mouth at different events like Thanksgiving, for instance. So I'm probably going to end up being here a lot more, but for, you know, different reasons and different things, etc. The setting in this particular event was so fast and furious. I enjoyed it so much personally. And before I get off to the tangent, we start doing the video for reals, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who actually walked up to me and said hi and etc., or told me that you watched the previous video. It really helps with the morale, you know, as with anything. To see that my work has been noticed is a big up for me, so I appreciate that just in vogue. And I do want to again just give that thanks and everything like that. But yeah, I think I spoke enough about how the venue was and how good it was. Let's actually show you guys the real thing. All right, see you in a second. Hey guys, I'm back, and as you can see, this venue is pretty beautiful, if I do have to say so myself. The ambience and the vibe of it, I think you can go here without the expectation of just hard bass to kind of enjoy it. However, we also got to get some of that brazy hard bass EDM, and of course that just added on to the craziness of this event. As the crowd filed in, the beats were already hitting, which let me know that this show wasn't a slow build, but would be an assault on my heart and also my eardrums. With that being said, interesting characters come in one after another, showing what Houston rave culture is all about. Artists like Anubis and Dizzy 3 have started us off, going fast and furious. I love seeing not only their displays, but their vibe, as it was enough to get us in, but they weren't there to tire us out. They knew their spot in the rotation. While they played, I took a closer look around the venue, looked at the bar, which would be my bane shortly thereafter, but I didn't quite know it yet. That line would get long. I was just trying to get a water, Jesus. As some of the vendors were there, I took a look at those as well, and the VIP sofas, which in the moment weren't that important, but once I got to like hour 5, they became extremely alluring, but it was still good vibes all around. And for the most part, I didn't have any issues. People were friendly, and again, it was just a good example of the rave culture there. And I did finally get my water. You guys stay hydrated. Then came around our first headliner, Infekt. and if I'm allowed a little corn, his music was infectious to the crowd, as they slowly became unglued as his set went on. It was a sight to behold, honestly. Apparently, he's from Quebec, Canada, and though I wouldn't have known before, his constant smiling and enjoyment of the moment was as about a Canadian as you can get, to me anyway. He would end up being my favorite act of the night, but this wouldn't be because everyone else after was mid or anything like that. Quite the contrary, because after that was Samplifire. A Frenchman from Brest, France, his sound incorporates the well-known European flavor of EDM with the hard-hitting and downright nasty bass drops of the North American side. He's built different, as they'd say, which made all the sense in the world why he and Infekt headlined the show. Of course, during and after their sets, we'd have to get air because the building was packed to the brim and the energy was becoming heat and a little bit of lack of oxygen. That's not on the venue though, it just happens when 600 people pack into a dance hall for hard beats. After their superb performance, more local talent would come and give their try at making the crowd go bump in the night. But I had one person I had my eye out for, and that was Slabs. Slabs was around for the Thoughtsgiving event and wanted to link up for this one too, and of course we did. This Houston-inspired dubstep that he brings to the table is a mix I didn't know I needed, and I see his star very bright. You'll be hearing more from him, at least from me, because I'll be making more videos with him in it.
Why did you create lovely good?
Well, there you have it. The Roundtable 2022 tour performance. Did it seem fun? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Look up Infekt and Samplifire on SoundCloud and YouTube to hear more bangers. But guys, this was Blackbird Senpai, and thanks for watching.